I definitely believe in being intentional. I said a long, long time ago, the neighborhood that I'm in is a very affluent area outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's a lot of basketball players, football players. They all live in that area.
Okay.
It's saturated by plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and like top med spas.
Yeah.
But they're all Caucasian.
Ah.
So for me, I was like, there's people of wealth that live up here that look like me. And I want them to come to me. And I know they're going to want to come to me.
Right.
So I've even had clients come to me that are like a block away. And they're like, there ain't no black girl up here that do Botox.
And then boom.
Girl, I found you. And all their friends.
Yeah.
I was intentional. I wanted to be where there was a lot of the services that I do, but nobody looks like me. And nobody's just going to have that twist on it like me. Because there's an unspoken cultural nuances with being black. And skincare.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell me you didn't wear sunscreen growing up because we just didn't do that.
Right.
So you don't have to tell me. I know you don't know.
Right.
And I know you don't understand the importance of it, so now I can educate you.
Good idea, now we buying merch.
That's ghetto.
Payment miss.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Say she quit.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Late on your rent.
Rent is ghetto.
New event.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Invoice in.
That ain't ghetto.
Money spin.
Oh, that's ghetto. Hold on, it's kind of ghetto being a CEO.
Welcome to another episode of the Ghetto CEO podcast. We are at the Spa Expo 2023. Okay, we are doing hot takes with entrepreneurs in the room because we got to talk about this Ghetto CEO life. Welcome to the couch, friend. Let them know who you are.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yes, let them know who you are and about your amazing business.
Yes. So my name is Latasha. I am based out of Philadelphia. I have a med spa. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Right. So my background is cosmetology and aesthetics.
Okay.
I worked for Elizabeth Arden for 10 years, and then I was like, I want to go back to school. I always wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Went back to school. Been a nurse for 11 years, and just combined the two things that I love: taking care of people on the aesthetic side, and then holistically in wellness.
So how did you go from a nurse to now owning your own business? Because that's another jump, okay?
Girl,
you
that's a
already
whole
went
nother
through
world.
all these schools and these years of school, right?
And now I'm doing it all over again.
Right,
basically.
right.
Yes,
You just started
yes.
from the ground zero. So what
Yes.
did it look like?
So it was right before COVID.
Okay.
And I was like, I kind of miss the beauty world. Like, I don't want to do hair.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do facials because I'm a nurse now. Like, I got a degree. What can I do?
Yeah.
So I started doing research. And I was like, okay, I can do hydration. I can do Botox fillers. Ooh, fun, right?
Yeah.
So kind of got into that. Took a whole bunch of classes. COVID hit.
Yeah.
Then it was like, okay, stay in the hospital because that's where I'm needed. And that's where the money was at because they was giving out that money.
Yes.
So stayed with that. And it just kind of built on from there. I did a lot of body contouring starting because everybody was doing getting their body done. So I was doing a lot of lymphatic drainage, a lot of education with that.
Okay.
And that kind of just reeled them into clients for Botox and other skincare things, services that I offer.
I love that. I love that. So what has been the ghettoest thing about growing your business in this world today?
Learning the business.
Facts. You know what? This is a whole nother school.
I went to school for skincare, hair, and nursing, not business. Okay? That business world is a whole nother beast.
Yeah.
So it's literally like I'm in school to learn business. At one point, I was like, do I need to just go get my MBA? Because this is crazy. Learning marketing. I was like, SE who?
Yeah.
What's the SEO?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real ghetto.
And you know, I think the hardest thing about even business, especially when you're a service-based business, is like you got to learn the service, but also the back-end work, and you got to be both.
And how to get them in your door.
Yes.
Because my misconception, which I think is a lot of people's, they just think I'm going to get into this and I'm going to take this class.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn this skill and people are going to come.
Right.
Right? Or I'm going to have Instagram and I'm going to post and people are going to come.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Right.
And learning how to figure that out, that's the business part of it and the marketing side, which is a
Yes.
whole nother beast.
Right.
Right? Because you got business, accounting, the marketing, learning the marketing to get them to even come into your door.
Yeah.
And that takes a while.
Right.
Because what do they say? They got to see you 8 to 10 times before they buy.
Facts.
Which I learned from
Yes.
taking all these classes.
Yes.
You know, so just being repetitive on basically talking about the same things over and over again
Yeah.
and building that trust.
Yeah.
And that took a while to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even like you said, the marketing side. So I remember yesterday at VIP Day, you was a creative CEO, and you was like, I'm not creative at all. So, but how did you learn marketing? Because clearly it's working out a little bit.
Right. So I thought about that later that night. I'm a thinker. When I hear stuff during the day, I process, right?
Yes.
So I processed it and I was like, but I am creative, right? Because low key I want to be an actress.
Yeah.
So
Coming to your screens. Yeah.
Tyler Perry, what's up?
Right.
So I am creative, but I'm also very like traditional, right? I love reading. Like I'm in Candace's book club. Why am I reading 4 books right now at the same time?
Period.
But that's the nurse in me too. Like I'm a researcher.
you're
Like
a
I
studier.
research you. Like
Yeah.
I want to research and learn something before I start talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Which causes me to overthink. Because then you start to be like, well, I don't know enough. I'm not an expert.
Right.
But then I'll talk to other people, and I'm like, I know way more than them. Oh, I do know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, just learning the marketing and just trying to be creative in my own way and not just copying and pasting what other people are doing and being trendy, because that gets boring and you're not authentic.
What's up, coworker? Don't you want to link together and get a live podcast experience of this Ghetto CEO podcast? Wouldn't you love to see Cody on the couch and your favorite entrepreneurs here in Atlanta? Well, you got to tap in and come to our happy hour live podcast experience December 16th of this year. Yes, December 16th, 2023. We are doing a live Ghetto CEO podcast. And guess what, y'all? I'm bringing some of y'all to the couch. All you got to do is click the link below and you can either get your ticket or get on the wait list so that you can be able to get on this couch. Make your plans, grab your flights, get your rooms, because listen, the Ghetto CEO live podcast is not something that you want to miss. So December 16th, I want to see you guys there. Listen, last time we had the drinks flowing, we had the vibes going, we had a little dance, we had bars and all the things. So get in the room for the next Ghetto CEO live podcast, and I'll see you guys there. Now back to the episode. You know, and then even you said you are a researcher, and sometimes you feel like you're not an expert, but then you step into rooms, you like, hey, I actually know more.
Yes.
You know, than I think. But how do you get over that overthinking? Like, how do you like just get out of your own way? Because we be the one that hold ourselves back.
A lot of mindset
Yeah.
and readjusting the way I think. You know, like imposter syndrome is real.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of getting over that. And that's just from me being in the business and putting myself and going to conferences and meeting people.
Yeah.
I have two coaches. I have Candace, and then I have Candace's coach. Because when I met
Yeah.
Candace, I was like, who your coach?
Right.
Right? That's the type of person I am. I go to extra step.
Right.
And sometimes that's too much because then I put too much on myself. But
Yeah.
I learned to process and weed out what I need at the time. And so through my other coach, learning mindset and self-talking to myself intentionally, so that I don't overthink as much and snap myself out of it a lot quicker than I used to.
Do you feel like being a nurse has allowed you more leverage, or it has held you back a little bit in your industry?
No, it's giving me all the leverage. Yeah. And it's funny because I'll get people that come to me and they don't even know that I'm supposed to be a medical professional and I'm about to give them Botox.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what did you think I was, girl?
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
I was just like, shoot me out, baby.
So then that's good because then I can build that trust, and then I
Yeah.
educate them. I'm like, well, girl, be careful who you go to. You think
Yeah.
you should be a nurse. And then I explain to them what I'm actually doing to them and the
Right.
procedures and then the side effects and things that can happen and complications. And then they're like, oh my gosh. So I'm able to build that trust factor with them. And they're
Yeah.
probably going to come to me for other services.
How have you stood apart from the other nurses or the other med spas in your area in Philly and just dominated like you've been doing?
So I definitely believe in being intentional. I said a long, long time ago, the neighborhood that I'm in is a very affluent area outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's a lot of basketball players, football players. They all live in that area.
Okay.
It's saturated by plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and like top med spas.
Yeah.
But they're all Caucasian.
Ah.
So for me, I was like, there's people of wealth that live up here that look like me. And I want them to come to me. And I know they're going to want to come to me.
Right.
So I've even had clients come to me that are like a block away. And they're like,
Right.
there ain't no black girl up here that do Botox.
And then boom.
Girl, I found you. And all their friends.
Yeah.
I was intentional. I wanted to be where there was a lot of the services that I do, but nobody looks like me. And nobody's just going to have that twist on it like me. Because there's an unspoken cultural nuances with being black.
Yeah.
And skincare.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell me you didn't wear sunscreen growing up because we just didn't do that.
Right.
So you don't have to tell me. I know you don't know.
Right.
And I know you don't understand the importance of it, so now I can educate you.
Right. Right. I love that. And even in Philly, when you think about, like, even as black girls, right, we don't think about that Botox and, like, all of these things are for us.
For us, yeah.
Right? And so
Yes.
how have you breaking away that stigma? That you can, you know what I'm saying, maintain your skin, look good. I know
Right.
black don't crack, but sometimes
But
it crack.
but it do. They lied. One of the things that I focus on, and I think it reflects the clients that I get, is that I have a pretty much natural appearance. I don't look like this every day.
Yeah.
But my clients come in, they're like, whatever you do, I want. Right? And I'm like, well, I do have Botox. You do? You can do it and not look overdone.
Right.
So then it's just me teaching them and kind of bringing them down because they come in all the way up here.
Yeah.
They're like, but I don't want to look fake. I don't want to look frozen. I don't want to.
Right.
And I'm like, girl, do I look like I have Botox? And they're like, what, you do? I'm like, look, and I don't have it right now. It's wearing off. But
you look good.
thank you. But, you know, just letting them see somebody that looks like them that
Yeah.
has it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, girl, I got some in my chin. I got, you do?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, and I do laser. You do? I'm like, yeah. And then
And
that
they
just
can
kind
see
of,
it.
so it's that familiarity and seeing somebody that looks like them that gets the treatments that looks natural. People just want to maintain. I don't like the term anti-aging.
Yeah.
I like to say slowing down the process
Period.
of the appearance of aging.
Yes,
right?
I want to look
'Cause we're
like
gonna
I'm
still
Big
age.
Benjamin Button, okay?
Right.
Just fountain
Right.
of youth all the time. I love it.
Exactly.
So, what would you say? My last question: what would you say to the nurses out there that's like, dang, friend, I want to do this too. Like, how should I step out? I'm a little scared, but I know I can step out on faith and do it just like you.
Yeah, so actually through this amazing event, I have collabed with another nurse here.
Come on.
Yeah, so we are about to launch a university. It's in the works. We literally
Yes.
just started collabing about
Period.
it. So collaboration, and that's the biggest thing, collaboration over competition.
Yes.
It's like, it's so powerful and we can do so
Yes.
much more together.
Facts.
So one thing, Black girls sticking together
Yes.
and doing things together.
Yes.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in injectables, I used to teach a course and now I'll be teaching my own through my own university. You can look me up on Instagram,
Yes.
Monrae Aesthetics, and just shoot me a DM. I answer everybody back. If I don't have the resources for you, I have resources for you.
Period.
We can all do it. It's something that's within our scope of practice,
Yes.
and it can get you from the bedside, or if you want to still do the bedside part time and keep your insurance or whatever. But
I love
it's a
it.
great source of income.
Listen, I love it,
Yeah.
y'all. This is another hot take at the Ghetto CEO podcast at the Spa Expo 2023. Okay, we bringing real entrepreneurs that got real things to talk about. Okay, I'll see you guys on another episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Who the ghetto? Invoice in.